Just 12 miles from the heart of the state's capital, you'll find Mendenhall Glacier. At 13 miles long, this glacier offers something truly unique in the city of Juneau. Most glaciers in Alaska require access by plane, helicopter, or boat. But here, you can nearly drive right up to the visitor center and start exploring. That accessibility, combined with its ever-changing beauty, makes Mendenhall Glacier stand out. Every time you go, you see something new, whether it's the glacier's vibrant blue hue after a rainfall or a fresh chunk of ice calving into Mendenhall Lake. It's this dynamic, evolving nature that keeps both locals and visitors alike coming back. Mendenhall Glacier is nestled in the Tongass National Forest, just a quick 20-minute drive from Juneau. For those looking for a scenic route, you can hop on a shuttle or even take the city bus, which drops you just 1.5 miles from the main visitor center. The Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center offers stunning views and informative exhibits, with plenty of trails branching out to let you experience the glacier's wild surroundings. Named after the geologist Thomas Corwin Mendenhall from the early 20th century, this glacier has been retreating, uncovering the Mendenhall Valley where many Juneau locals now reside. What's amazing is that over thousands of years, this slow-moving river of ice has sculpted the landscape, and even as it retreats, it leaves behind a rich history and geology to explore. Today, Mendenhall Glacier can be seen as a backdrop to Mendenhall Lake. Most tours no longer include walking directly on the glacier due to glacial recession, with the exception of helicopter tours. Instead, you'll get panoramic views and explore its surrounding rocky moraines. At the Visitor Center, the U.S. Forest Service's Trails of Time gives visitors a deeper look into its history, while also offering some of the best spots to see black bears fishing for salmon during the peak summer months. Nugget Falls Trails is another well-maintained trail that leads to a towering waterfall cascading into the glacier-fed lake with easy access from the visitor center. May and June are ideal months to visit Mendenhall Glacier. With long daylight hours, less crowds, clear skies, and fewer rainy days, you'll have ample time to explore. These early summer months also mark the beginning of wildlife activity, with opportunities to spot mountain goats, eagles, beavers, and the occasional bear. The added magic of Alaska's long daylight hours means you can make the most of your time in Juneau. As soon as you arrive at the visitor center, you'll be greeted by panoramic views of the Mendenhall Lake, framed by towering mountains. Depending on the season, you may see icebergs drifting in the lake, a reminder of the glacier's ongoing retreat. Inside the visitor center, interactive exhibits shed light on the glacier's history and its impact on the surrounding landscape. Outside, scenic trails lead to views of mountain goats clinging to nearby cliffs or Arctic terns nesting for the summer. The massive rock spires of the Mendenhall Towers rise in the background, giving the whole scene an epic, untamed feel. For those wanting an adventure beyond the visitor center, there are plenty of active and exciting tours to choose from. For a close-up view of the glacier, the Mendenhall Glacier Paddle and Hike Tour lets you canoe across the serene Mendenhall Lake before hiking along its rocky moraine. You can get within 200 yards of the glacier, making for an unforgettable adventure. The journey can be challenging with unpredictable winds, but it's rewarding and the closest you can get to the ice without taking a helicopter. If hiking is more your style, the Mendenhall Glacier hike takes you through the Tongass National Forest, climbing to a viewpoint with sweeping views of the glacier and surrounding wilderness. It's a strenuous hike, but the vistas are well worth the extra effort. Or for a more personalized experience, there's private tours that allow you to explore at your own pace, with a tour guide tailoring the adventure to your interests. Take a private canoe out on Mendenhall Lake, where you can set your own pace and focus on what excites you. Whether it's wildlife spotting or exploring the rocky terrain of the glacier. You can also take a private hike that lets you linger at scenic spots, learning more about the flora and fauna or the glacier's history, all while moving at a speed that suits you and your group. The beauty of Mendenhall Glacier lies in its accessibility, and that means it gets a lot of foot traffic. But if you're looking to go further off the beaten path, the Norris Glacier Fly-In Tour offers a world-class experience. After a scenic flight from Juneau, your pilot will scout out a landing at a pristine glacier lake where the adventure really begins. From pack rafting to glacier hiking, this tour takes you into some of Alaska's most remote and untouched wilderness with some of the best guides in the area. Mendenhall Glacier is a natural wonder that captures the essence of Alaska, wild, majestic, and ever-changing. Whether you're paddling across a glacier-fed lake, hiking through a temperate rainforest, or simply marveling at the sights, every visit here offers a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So if you find yourself in Juneau, don't miss the chance to explore this hallmark glacier. So go online to Alaska Shore Tours and discover all the incredible glacier tours waiting for you right here in Juneau, Alaska.